Hello, everybody. As a relatively new YouTuber without a lot of experience making my own vids, I do the best that I can trying to inspire people to take action, which isn't what many, if anyone, on YouTube does. Everyone that I know of just yaps endlessly while trying to promote whatever agenda it is they're trying to promote. Since talking and social media dominates today's social and political landscape, we are told to make a difference by doing what? Staying informed, spreading awareness, listening to the experts, writing to our congressmen, and my favorite, get out there and vote, because your vote matters. However, none of this does a damn thing to make a difference. You gotta remember, I'm not Patrick Bet-David where I have thousands, if not millions of dollars at my disposal that allows for me to be in a big fancy studio in which I can pay people to work for me and to promote my platform. And then right when I get done with my daily podcast, my message instantly goes out to millions of people all over the world. I'm no Matt Dillahunty where I've already built up a base of followers from years ago and am purely living off name recognition and previous success. I'm no Larkin Rose where I can spew information out of my mouth at will about the stupidity of believing in the authority of government. I'm nowhere near as talented or effective as he is. I don't have the resources to make big, elegant YouTube videos with special effects, or the time, nor do I have the talking abilities and the established reputation that those other guys do, and I understand that. With that being said, I do the best I can in getting my message out to as many people as I can. If nothing else, what I do have is perspective. Looking at things from an outsider's point of view and understanding what the problem is and what really needs to be done in order to promote freedom and happiness. There's a huge difference between being a good person who voluntarily chooses to help your neighbor, which is what Christianity and secular humanism teaches, and believing that we should have a big, violent ruling class who robs the crap out of you and violently dominates you under the disguise of safety and serving the common good. Which both those things they suck at doing. The fact that we're now in the year 2026 and millions of people in this country still vote for a puppet to be their political slave master shows how effective statist propaganda has been and continues to be. Because it implies that all of us would be evil, violent, and nasty to each other if there isn't a ruling class above us making rules for all of us to live under and threatening us with bad things if we're not good. It amazes me that the number of people, not just here in the United States, but all over the world who are scared of the thought of living in a world without government and are instead comforted by the idea of being enslaved by a giant parasitical ruling class. And they show it by putting their hope and trust into a political solution while not working with their fellow neighbor to make the world a better place. That's why I don't limit myself to only speaking out about why you should stop supporting a ruling class. I go a step further and talk about taking action, meaning coming together as a population to produce our own goods and services for ourselves. We rally around a common goal. Anything from food, sports, music, entertainment, our own methods of transportation, our own healthcare system, air travel, education, new ways to exchange currency. That is the stuff that we all rely on. If we funded our own communities instead of going through the government to get all of this stuff, it wouldn't be quite so expensive and everyone would be happier. However, we do need to put the work in order to make this happen because nobody else will do it for us. In this way, we would weaken the government so much to the point of it becoming extinct. And that can only happen not by speaking out against the government. Millions of people do that every day and nothing ever changes. or by violence, but by building our own off-the-grid parallel societies in which we formally unite over something that we all want. We just need the strength in numbers and a common goal. It's much easier to do this than what is commonly believed. See you next time.